Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Crime Cocktails MVS. Today, we are so excited to have Lauren here from Bravo Breakdowns. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Doing good. It's 2 hours later where I am, but I also just woke up.
No,
I don't blame
you're
you.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Kaisa's in California. I'm in Boston, but still, it's like, no.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I love sleep.
Sleep is
I
So
miss
bear
it.
with us with our micro caffeinated brains
Yeah,
right now.
Yes, we're
seriously.
microdosing caffeine.
Caffeine.
So we slowly wake up through the podcast, as you would
Yeah,
Slowly.
understand.
exactly.
You'll see our
Well,
thoughts come together
yeah.
as we go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think today's topic will help us wake up a little bit because who knows what's really happening here. But nearly 4 months after walking out of federal prison, Jen Shah has made her first post-prison interview on, of all days, April 1st, 2026.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah, right. Honestly, at first I was like, what a joke. Uh, um, how I mean, just to start off, how do you guys even feel about her kind of doing this? I mean, not the person I'd really want to. I mean, I do want to hear from her, but also not like it's a. I don't know.
Well,
How do you guys
I
feel
just want
about
to
it?
start saying, like, that was really painful to watch. She's so monotoned and
Mhm.
it's so boring.
Yeah.
It's like I had to really just, like, force myself to listen to her to get any nuggets of information. It was just painful. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, I couldn't do the whole thing, to be honest. What does
Yeah.
jump out to me, what jumps out is that she is so media trained now,
Hmm.
right? Like she clearly like, I don't know, someone coming into, Bryant Federal Prison and giving her like lessons because she used to
Yes.
really not be able to contain her
Yeah.
Shawness, let's call it, or
Yeah.
the Shastrionics, but now she's like very like subdued, you
Yeah.
know.
And that could be because of like being sober and the time in prison and like the structure. Who knows? Who knows? But I think yeah, there may have been flashcards being held up for
Right.
that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally. I mean, I think she doesn't know what life is going to be like. What is life for her now without television? Like she really ran Salt Lake City, and to lose that to, of all people, Lisa Barlow, like what does she do now? I mean, Andy Cohen has made it very clear she will not be coming back to the Bravoverse. So she's on some kind of redemption tour. I don't think she did a great job. Very painful to watch. Also kind of not believing a lot of what she said, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about her apology, not apology, apology type thing she did?
Not apology.
Yeah.
Typical Jen, where
Yeah.
it's like, like a non-apology, like, and then like but what Ghislaine Maxwell did is worse. And then she like
Yeah.
Yeah.
really has a lot to say about that.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of crazy to hear her kind of, yeah, try to make herself look better by
Mm-hmm.
bringing up Ghislaine Maxwell, which
Yeah.
I mean, anyone compared to that woman is like
Right.
better.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even going into so much detail of being like, well, my best friend Elizabeth Holmes and I heard
Liz.
her,
The other
Liz.
scammer.
another person. Yeah. Like
My
my best friend
scammer
Elizabeth.
bestie.
Yeah. Elizabeth and I heard her say like she has no remorse and openly said it. And it's like, okay, but what about you? Like, we're talking about you. How about and I mean, granted, she
Bitches be
did say, I
scamming.
am deeply remorseful and sorry for my actions and my part, and that she took full responsibility. I don't necessarily believe that.
She literally started by saying, I chose to plead guilty because it would have been better for my look and I didn't want to air all the proof that I was a shitty person and it would just be better for my family and me. It's bullshit. And look, a long time ago, and I've got a lot of shit for this, I said we should give her
Yes, you
some
did.
grace. And I said, she looks like she's doing great in prison. Let's give her some grace. And after this interview, I have completely changed my mind, and I do not believe that.
Yeah. I feel like she's still pitching. Like, I don't think she thinks TV is over. Like, she knows it's over with
For sure.
Bravo and it's mostly because, like, she was so thirsty that she wouldn't let Andy have the interview, the, like, going to
Hmm.
prison interview, like Karen, or the coming back, she, like,
Yeah.
and also she, like, needed money, so she sold it. So, like, she got the short-term money instead of the long-term, potentially working through it with Bravo, you know? And I'm glad Bravo is, like, having some boundaries before it becomes just a true crime network and, like, Casey Anthony gets, like, a docusoap.
Seriously.
But, like, so I think it worked out for the best, but she's totally still selling. She's, like, you know, the whole, like, me and Liz story, me and Liz
my
cleaning
God, yeah.
we're having poop duty, and no one
Poop duty? What the fuck?
Oh, the poop duty.
That
I'm
was
like,
so insane.
the bathroom attendant.
I was also like, yeah, what is that? Is that actually a thing in prison where they have someone listen to everyone's shit and that's their job? Like, I don't understand.
I hope to
probably-
never find out.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I
who
want to
knows?
go. You guys don't want to go to Brian's
You might jaywalk,
facility
Alex, and
and
get-
see all the.
I mean,
celebrities?
if it was like on Arrested Development when Job goes in to pretend, like to do a magic trick to be like, I can get out of prison, no problem. Sure, maybe, but like actually do a stay, I'm all set.
See, I would be like Tobias, where I would be like, I'm going
Yes.
undercover for my
Yes.
role as writing a
Never
Housewives
knew.
in Prison movie.
Yes.
You could never survive as a never nude in prison.
Yeah.
Come
No.
on.
Yeah, and I'm therapizing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, Jen Shah, I think you need DBT. Like, I see some cluster B traits, like Tobias
Yes.
was with White Power Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean the other stuff where she wasn't selling it to me was like the excuses as to why she did it, or like why she wasn't like so sure she did anything, because she was saying like her involvement in it overlapped with her and Coach like being on the verge of divorce, and she was grieving her grandmother and her father and her aunt dying in like a very short period of time. I was kind of like, how does that equate to or correlate with you committing a ton of crimes?
For over a decade, right? It was like,
Yeah.
this scam lasted for so much longer than all of that. First of all, her partner was already, like, he was caught as a drug dealer, so she's choosing sketchy ass people to have in her life. Like, there
Stewart
is.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how this happened. They caught him drug dealing, and then they dug into it and found all these scams. And it's been like, and it took years to get to Jen.
Doofy Beta Stewart was a drug dealer?
Yeah.
Like, plodding
Yeah,
along on his
assistant number one.
snowshoes holding Jen Shah's
It's so
purse.
funny.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Is this
At least I think it was him, right, Alex? Or
Yeah.
was it? Okay, I think, or maybe some other business partner. I have to confirm that. I don't want people coming for me.
Oh my gosh! Well, now it's canon in my head because that's like
Yeah.
hilarious. He
I'm
would
like
be a Mormon,
99%
like
sure.
Salt Lake drug dealer.
Yeah,
It's like
same.
this,
Yeah.
like really tall, 50-year-old goofy white dad. Like,
Oh my God. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm looking it up quick.
but yeah, that's
Please
like that's also so funny to me that she's like, well, the only reason I had to scam old people was I had a lot going on in my life. You know, that's why I had to set up an elaborate Ponzi scheme to deal with, you know, everything going on in my life. It's like, I would think the opposite. That's when my elaborate Ponzi scheme, I would be like, maybe this should take a back seat to my personal affairs.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a ton of people out there who are experiencing the same things and are not choosing to turn to a life of scamming the elderly.
Yeah, one does not correlate with the other. It's a lot more stress that you're getting into, a lot more, you know, organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's so much. I mean, and I remember seeing like whichever episode of season 1 it was, it must have been 1 or 2, where she's like roller skating around her office being like, we have so much fun. I love what we do here. And then at the reunion, Andy's like, so what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Heather's like, I've been to parties, I've met clients, like it's so fun. And he's still like, but what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't answer it. And no shit, she couldn't answer it. She was
Yeah.
scamming people.
She was scamming. And
But
one
here's
of
the thing.
victims committed suicide. Like, it's serious. And she's
Yes,
just like,
it's serious.
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm making money.
I think that like that's common, right? Like Lisa also couldn't explain what she did, you know, in the reunion. But it's like when we find out the victims are like the vulnerable, right? When we find out it's the elderly, like, we all have, elderly parents, we're like that could have happened to like someone we loved. And then like the same with Girardi, right? Where it's like, oh, this is
Exactly,
like
yeah.
people who got in a horrible accident, lost everything, and he did not give them the money that they rightfully won, and they're wrecked forever. It's like, then it kind of goes to a place beyond the pale where it makes it a little less fun for me to watch them on TV.
Yeah, speaking of, why do you think Andy chose to be okay with Erica's situation over Jen Shah's? Just because she went to prison and...
I think she has deniability.
I think they're on an equal level of awful.
Yeah, I agree. And I think she was complicit, but it hasn't been, like, proven, I guess, in a court of law she was complicit or, like, how much she knew. And also because I think just, like, in terms of the ratings, it was almost like a scandal.
Yeah.
It was a huge jump for Beverly Hills. It was a huge, like, down ballot. Like, it raised ratings across the board, and it kept Beverly Hills ratings up in a way where they have never really, they'll dip a little with, like, you know, but, like, they really stay consistent after that, you know?
Yeah.
Which is too bad because they're really resting on their laurels, but... Yeah, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Lauren. Like, I think with Jen, she was so directly involved, whereas with Erica, it hasn't been proven in court yet that she is directly involved in any capacity.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, when you look at other housewives who have experienced crime in some way, like Karen Huger's DUI is not as heavy as Jen. You know,
well, there weren't as many victims or any.
Exactly.
Could have been, but yeah.
Yeah, and then you look at Teresa, I guess, yes, she obviously went to prison. I don't know if she was actually, like, found directly involved when it was Joe kind of orchestrating all of the fraud. But I mean, she also was able to come back, but maybe it was because it was more of an indirect thing. Also, she brought so many ratings to New Jersey. Like, it's these people who, I'm granted, like you said, Lauren, Jen going to prison and the SWAT team showing up on the show, it, like, blew up ratings. Not like Salt Lake City wasn't doing great already, but, like, obviously made it go wild at that point. But I think just the fact that it was her company, she was actively doing this, is what makes the difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, now let's see what happens. I mean, Erica goes to court April 20th, I think is what they said on the finale on Thursday. So, like, who knows what that's going to look like. Or what her future on the show looks like.
I think there's a second element, too. And, like, the examples you mentioned, which were really good, which is playing ball with Bravo. Teresa, even though, like, you know, she was, like, found guilty because the judge was, basically because she pissed the judge off so much that she wouldn't take accountability. He was like, all right, fuck you. This is too annoying. You're going to jail. Yeah. Which is, like, how a lot of viewers feel about Teresa, but I still love her. But, like, she cooperated with Bravo. She did not cooperate with the courts, but with Bravo, she let them in on every part of it. And then Erica frustrates me because I feel like she should have played ball a little more with Bravo, but she did enough to make them happy. Jen Shah did not play ball with Bravo. She was already a problem for Bravo, that she was so high maintenance and not fun to work with and, like, you know, volatile, not a good employee. So it's like, well, of course they're gonna sever their relationship, you know? It's like, especially with Salt Lake City, where it's already a successful franchise without her.
For sure. I mean, now it's like, where does she go from here? Like, what other networks are going to take her? I mean, obviously, I think are E and Bravo owned by the same parent company, or I know there was a connection between the two, but I mean, now E is doing the show with the OG New York Housewives. Like, maybe there's a place for her there. I don't know what that even would look like. I feel like
she could sell something around the Heather Black Eye situation.
Yeah, but as, like, a special, but not as, like, a
continuous show. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she, I mean, then I think she gets into, like, a murky, I think she should write she gets into a murky legal area. Yeah. I think with that, but, like, if she wrote a If I Did It type OJ fiction book about the Black Eye, now that would, I would buy that, I gotta say.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, need to read that. But yeah, I mean, like we've kind of been saying, crime and housewives have not been, like, a weird topic to have to enter. I mean, Lisa Hochstein this week even just turned herself, like, that's wild in itself.
Have you read about, like, what that entailed?
Is it just
she
like
was,
the
like,
Colton?
Bugging his...
What?
She was bugging his car with listening devices.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said
are you talking about Rula? You're talking about Rula,
No,
Rula's husband.
Lisa? Oh, I'm talking about Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rula's husband did that too? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
He
Okay.
was bugging her car. Everybody is
yeah.
doing the Colton from The Bachelor and putting
Yeah.
tracking on
Okay.
cars.
Creepy.
So I'm from Rhode Island. So that news broke when like I was actually visiting my mom when that was on the news.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because obviously like all the stuff with the mistress like wasn't really talked about what we all knew about it. I'm really sad that people have now given her the mistress the spotlight because she sucks, like actually in real life, terrible person.
Wait, tell
Awful.
a little more. How's she bad?
She's just a huge bitch.
Really?
Terrible human. Yeah. So she like got divorced and started sleeping with Rula's husband and like would post him like all the time, like all that. Like that photo when that they like have her blurred out on the show when she posted it, like she only had at the like I don't know how many followers she has like under 1,000 followers, but she's public and she does like laser kind of like medi spa stuff. So she like that's like how they met and
My God.
so like but she would openly post this stuff and like be with him at like this beach club and like all these things and people knew about it and so like watching it now on the show it's like when Liz says we're like but it is Ma we're all kind of like
It's upsetting. She will not
So
she doesn't care. She doesn't want to know. She doesn't want
yeah.
And
the
but I was talking about Lisa. She did bug his car allegedly. It hasn't come out yet.
Jody's
But that's
car?
what this.
Like
Lenny's car.
Lenny's
Jody
car,
helped her,
okay.
right? They both did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So so in Florida that's like a huge like you have to have all party consent. So it's illegal and it's getting really serious. That could be a 3rd-degree felony, I guess.
I guess this was like in 2023, right? When the divorce was still...
No, isn't that what is recently happening?
Recently?
I know she intercepted phone calls and stuff, but she also bugged him again.
Jeez.
Is it like, was he like physically
It's
driving down to like
It's
the
not
page
out yet.
6 like headquarters? Like I don't understand why she would need to track him.
I don't know. But she does kind of like lose her mind every once in a while with him and like spiral.
Hard not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gaslights her constantly. Crazy.
Yeah, another terrible human.
Yeah. It's like I could see putting a bomb on his car more than tracking his car. I'm like still very curious about the particulars, but
yeah. Well, it's a recording device in his car and tracker, but I need to read more.
Oh, maybe it's like is there but I thought their divorce was finalized. Is it not?
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. Maybe it's like she's trying to get information about his dating life or
maybe she wants more
finances.
alimony. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, to like go
get something on him maybe. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Crazy. Lauren, what's kind of been sticking out for you in the Bravoverse? I mean, of course, there's the giant, ugly New York elephant in the room, but anything really sticking out to you these days?
I am loving Rhode Island so much, so I love that I got the tea from you, Alex. It's kind of like it's because they're kind of like editing it like Salt Lake City, where it's kind of like they just drop you into this world and there's not a ton of explanation. So like it helps so much to know like, okay, this is like what was happening, kind of what everyone's alluding to. And also that kind of everyone is in the same world is why where Joellen is selling the beauty equipment and the mistress works in lasers. And then, the Brian Rule's husband is like a foot surgeon. So yeah, I'm sure the Rhode Island aesthetics community is like a pretty small world. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Rhode Island's already small to be, it's like what Alicia and Liz say, it's so accurate. Like Rhode Island's so tiny. Everyone knows everyone's business. I love not living there anymore. Even I still know what's happening. Like crazy. But yeah, no, it is like so funny to watch. And I'm totally eating my words because when I heard it was happening, I was like, nope, I'm going to hate it. I don't want it. Don't want to see it. And now I'm like, it's so silly. It is so good. And like in such a complimentary way. It is so like early Housewives in the way it is filmed and the interactions, and like it reminds me of Jersey where they all knew each other, like either they're related or they're friends and stuff. They're not just picking influencers or higher profile people from a city to be like, yep, all of you, we're gonna just stick you in a room, say you've known each other for years, and it's clear that they haven't. So
That's
it's
the
nice to see
difference.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
You can really feel the difference. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's great.
Mhm. Like when people have history and have an existing relationship, there's no pressure to invent it,
Yeah,
like or
exactly.
create it immediately or figure it out. It's like it's already there. And then that's what we like to watch is
Yeah.
relationships.
No, exactly.
Same with Ladies of London. Have you guys been
Oh,
watching that? Oh,
obsessed.
so good. And they all know each
And
other.
we are obsessed with Martha.
I love Martha. Protect
She's the
Martha.
best.
We've gotten to the extent where we got her to follow us. So like
Yeah.
that was a huge thing
My
this week was like,
gosh.
yeah,
Ah, that's
She's
obsessed.
huge.
reposting our reels. Like, I'm
Oh
obsessed with her.
my gosh, I'm so jealous.
I
Yeah.
know.
Martha Lady
It's really
Sitwell.
great.
Yeah, Lady
Yeah.
Sitwell. I want to meet Hecate so bad.
Oh my god, no, I'm
Like,
scared.
me
Me
too.
too. Me too. It'll peck your eye out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only in
Also,
goggles.
like, Longleat's so cool.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's gorgeous.
Like, I want to live with a safari park. Also,
Is
like,
there anyone on Bravo who's more wealthy than her? Because this is crazy. This
Can't.
last episode, I was like, what? When they showed the whole land.
But so much
of
is
her...
upkeep too, I think. I think it
Yeah.
probably is
True.
like in terms of like it takes a lot. Like she takes in a lot, but she's got to, put out a lot. It just seems
yeah.
what a bitch. What a huge job. It's like she's running
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
to a zoo and then a giant
Yeah.
hotel, and a museum.
Yeah.
And
no,
she's
it's
a
everything.
royalty. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, I have to say something I'm enjoying about Ladies of London that I feel like we don't get on a lot of the other shows is like actually seeing the good that these people are doing. Like
Mm-hmm.
the safari park actually being there for research, and they're talking about bringing the North African rhino back from extinction and like all these things. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is great philanthropy. Do more. We need
Mhm.
more of
Yeah.
this. Like, very cool. And like,
Mhm.
yes, Mark France is a little nutty, but he does a ton of charity work and like that's his thing. And I'm like, this is great. Like, I enjoy seeing them being crazy, but then also seeing like what they're doing to like give back to the community. Like with Sierra doing like with all this stuff using her powers for good and being
Mhm.
like, donate to the Girl Scouts, like do this, like help community.
You didn't feel like homeless, not toothless, or toothless, not homeless was
They
a good
made it
enough
a
charity?
They had
I-
but so many
That
teeth were
name, though.
gained
That's true.
after that Melissa Etheridge performance.
Oh my
You walk
God.
around LA, so many homeless people smiling, perfect set of pearly whites.
Yeah.
I mean, also anything Kathy Hilton backs, I'm like, okay.
That, but yes.
Yeah. No,
Politically,
I
maybe
like
not.
that. I like I guess like what I like about that specifically, maybe I'm a bad person, but because I'm like, oh yeah, they do good, whatever. Get to the drama
No,
or the
for
funny
sure.
parts. But like
Body
I
parts.
do like I like learning about the culture in England,
Mm.
and then I like that that's kind of how they got the freaking Marchioness of Bath and like how they get Mark Francis to come back and do these shows is that they're like, well, I want to showcase my charity work instead of like people who are like, I'm an influencer and I just want to be on the show because my job is having more followers. It's like
No,
from more of
exactly.
a sincere place, and the more
Yeah.
sincere, authentic people you get, the more
Yeah.
authentic interactions you see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was my biggest problem. One of my biggest problems with the new Vanderpump Rules is I just felt like it's a bunch of people with their OnlyFans or their,
Mhm.
Instagram platforms
Yeah.
being like, I just want more followers. I just want to make more money this way. Like, yeah, I'll wait a couple tables and do whatever. Like, it didn't feel as authentic as like
It didn't work.
other
Mhm.
shows. Yeah.
They shouldn't
Yeah.
have rebooted it in LA, I think, because like the central conceit of Vanderpump Rules season 1, it's like it was really a lot more focused on, it was kind of like a La La Land type of vibe where it was like, look at them, struggling to be entertainers, and then at night they work at Sir. It was very
Yeah.
like the LA life, and then it pivoted more to like general working at a restaurant bar drama debauchery, but like that was really a huge element. And now what that looks like, it's like there's like an entire subset of LA, like people who move to LA to be specifically not singer, actor, like influencers. And then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so that's kind of like what it looks like now. And like the new generation, it's like, yeah, they are just trying to be influencers, get attention and the attention economy, OnlyFans. They're not like, pursuing a passion and then doing this on the side. Reality
Mhm.
TV is the goal. And so I think that like it would have been better to go to like the Las Vegas restaurant or like the,
Yeah.
where's the other one? Taos or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I mean,
that's
she
why
just opened
Southern
a hotel too.
hospitality is working
Yeah.
because they aren't there to like be in the acting scene, and it
Right.
started as like they actually work at the restaurant, and now yes, they are influencers, but it didn't feel like that was the goal.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'll be curious. I'm like, are they renewing VPR? Like, it's really almost to like
I
just
don't
keep the
know.
licensing alive, to keep the name
Yeah.
alive. That it's
Well,
like
that
so no one's
restaurant's
gonna take it.
failing too.
Yeah, I think
So
they're
Yeah.
yeah, not
Yeah. I
good.
mean, it's the only Lisa Vanderpump thing alive on
Yeah,
Bravo now because Vanderpumpville is on Hulu.
right.
And like, yeah, I agree with you. They should have just gone to Vegas. I mean, and she just opened up her hotel. It's like there were so many
yeah.
avenues like another season could go down. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
will. Who knows? Like
Yeah.
to keep it going. Yeah, it's when at my gym there's like 6 TVs in front of the treadmill and one's always on Bravo. And if I see that it's Vanderpump Rules like this past season, I'm like, I'm gonna focus on one of the other five. Like I can't.
It's
Wow.
not, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You're
not
like,
good.
fuck it, I'll TBS.
Yeah,
Very funny.
no, I will watch Friends for the 3 millionth
Oh my
time
God.
instead because I just can't. And I will watch like anything on Bravo. I'm like, give me whatever you
Mm-hmm.
got. But
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm.
you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah,
There's a
good for
boundary.
you. Good. You took a
Thanks. It was
stand.
tough.
Yeah.
Stand on
Yeah.
business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to try. Yeah, so I mean, obviously summer house stuff too. Like
Breaking news last night. Bing, 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 bing,
what
bing, bing, bing. Breaking news.
We just did a little mini
we just talked about it
podcast.
briefly
Mm-hmm.
before starting this and like what are your thoughts on it?
I am of two minds.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think me and Michelle talked about it like the other day, and she was like, oh, like we were like maybe like the blind tiger is just like West is determined to live his normal life, and like Amanda is like, okay, well I'll hang out with him and is taking his lead. I think after the Yankees game and them being on like the cam and everything, it's becoming clear this is a PR move. Is my other suspicion. Blind Tiger's PR move. This is a PR move. Like it is surprising to me that this is the strategy, but like almost hot take. I kind of think it will work. What are you guys?
It will work, you mean people will accept it?
I
Or
think
it just will stir up the audience, which it already is.
I think Amanda maybe is like kind of inspired by like Haley Bieber and Justin, probably because she like looks like Haley. And so it's like they have like a lot of people who like don't like them. Whenever pictures posted, everyone's like, oh God. But like they are so fucking famous. Like they use that to drive their careers, right? I don't know if I see West, he does not like the scrutiny. He deeply resents whatever. He blames other people for the scrutiny in the career he chose. I think that's why he deeply resents Sierra. So I don't know how long he'll be able to do it. But I kind of think Amanda has a plan here. I don't know.
Could see that. She's enjoying being like the bad one.
Yeah, I think
the
so.
villain.
Yeah. I want to be bad.
Yes, Willa Ford.
Willa Ford.
That's so good. Yeah, you can see it on his face. Like he's such a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously on the show we see that all the time. He never wants to get into any conflict, but he looks like beaten down. Like she has just forced him into this situation. That's what I think. It's like they have to play this out. They have to.
They have to. Same as Tom and Raquel. There's like, I know it's like kind of boring to say, but I really don't feel like we're like examining how many parallels there are. And I think the reason it's interesting, it's like West and Amanda had to be aware of the parallels while this was all happening.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that like I do think that like they bonded a lot, like while the season was filming, like emotionally, and like an emotional affair at least started. And like while they were making the case that Kyle is worse, kind of, and also I think like a lot of it was they partied together. I think that was a lot of it. The same as Tom and Raquel, they partied together, and then a line was crossed, and then once it's crossed, you can't unring that bell. so to speak.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
But like, what were they thinking while it was happening? Did they talk about Tom and Raquel? Like, they had to have.
That's
I
such a good
know.
question. Like, there's no way they
Creepy.
didn't think about it, or like
Yeah,
that was such a major thing that happened. Like,
yeah,
you can't ignore it and be like, oh, we're gonna be so different, or like not even take it into account. I mean, and essentially in this situation too, we have, I can't believe I'm saying this, two kind of Arianas with like
yeah.
Sierra, obviously, and then Kyle's just,
Kyle's James Kennedy at best.
yes, there we go. That's a good one.
We're already broken
That's
up secretly, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, no, that's a much better
They
analogy.
did do a really good job of framing him as the villain and the bad guy, though. They really did.
And Bravo
I mean,
helped.
he's not good,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
he, like the way that Amanda was really putting focus on that, it really, like, I was convinced. I was like, oh my gosh, Amanda, you poor thing. Oh, you're amazing. Do you, girl? And then this comes out, and I was like, what the actual fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
It's very convincing.
and I do think that, like, we've also like seen so much, footage of him being a huge dick.
Well, yeah,
like
he's
they
terrible.
had a bad marriage.
He's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
so I don't want to like, I do feel like I don't like the like complete retcon I'm seeing of their whole relationship from some people where they were like, actually, Kyle's a great husband. Amanda was the
he's
problem
not
all
great.
along. It's like not that, but like,
Yeah.
but I do think that like, kind of assuming what most people think now, which is that they broke up before the season started. It's
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
well, a little more understandable that Kyle's gonna like, and like that he can tell something is kind of going on between her and West on the show. A little more understandable that he's gonna be like a drunken mess and in a stupor while this is
So
happening,
true.
while his business fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you believe that is true? Do you think they did break up before the season filmed?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah,
What about
absolutely.
y'all?
I
think
do.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of
and it's-
recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
In light
as
of recent
the season-
events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even just watching as the season's gone on, just the animosity between the two of them, there's like, I think you can see a train heading for a wreck, but it already looked like it had already hit a wall and they were done. Like,
Yeah.
there was no way to really like play that out in
Exactly.
a way that was like more convincing that they were just at the end. And I think also what's been really fascinating to watch is like how editing has changed from the beginning of this season to now. Cause like at the beginning of the season, they really were editing it as if Kyle is like the villain of the season, terrible human. Amanda deserves so much better. Like letting her have these like crazy confessionals of being like, I just want to like be in love and be happy and like all this stuff. And now, as the season's gone on and as this news has come out, like the conversation between her and Ben, and she's sitting in the
Ben
confessional, like,
thing.
he's hitting on
Crazy.
me. He wants me. And he's like, I am not flirting with you. I don't want anything to do with you in this capacity. Like having them like re-edit it, and she thinks that she did so well in her confessionals. Like,
And the conversation with the girlfriend, what's her name? I can't remember her name.
Sabrina.
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 Yeah.
That was so painful, and she came off so terribly there. She was like, I'm sorry to be the one that brought up that news. Like, she didn't apologize.
Yeah.
She was being a giant bitch. Like, that's not something you do to your friend's new girlfriend that they're trying to introduce to the group. Like, what?
Yeah.
Toxic. So they're really highlighting her not as a victim anymore, as like the toxic
Well,
one.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I am curious about this with the because like during VPR, right? We all were like, oh, they're gonna re-edit episodes, and then Bravo was very clear afterwards. They were like, no, the episodes were already edited. They were already in the can. The only episode that was re-edited was they had that rewind footage, and that was the episode that was nominated for an Emmy for best editing. The like where Ken Todd is like, I saw,
Yeah.
Raquel in the hot tub with Tom Zinzval. Like that was the one where they went back and like added it, and then they of course did cameras up and then edited that last episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with like Summer House, I mean they don't have cameras back up, so they don't have
Which
to
is
edit like
crazy to
new
me.
footage. But I'm like, I wonder. Like Andy did say they're editing it right now, but I don't know if he was saying it about the city or I assumed he was saying it about.
I think he said they're still cutting this season of Summer House.
Of
That's what
Summer
he
House.
said.
That's crazy
Yeah.
that they do it as they go.
I mean, it's a lot of work to go back and do that.
Yeah. Like so this one, I guess because cameras aren't up, they're trying it a different way where they're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's see what we have to like really exploit this moment on TV, you know,
Yeah.
like to bring it
Yeah.
to Bravo instead of letting it all play out online.
They probably have more footage than they had with Vanderpump because they're just stuck
Yeah.
in a house all day. Like,
Right.
they have,
No, for
they're
sure.
just-
And Amanda having the audacity to say to Wes, like, watch my butt as I walk away. I'm like,
right.
Oh my
girl.
God.
Like, if this hadn't happened, would we have seen that? Like, or
don't know,
did they
maybe.
add that in because we know what's going on right now? Like,
Yeah.
how much footage are they actually sitting on? I wonder if they're gonna pull out some stuff during the reunion to be like, here's some never before seen clip
And
of
watch-
Wes
I
and
hope
Amanda.
so.
Diabolical.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
It's
I
just
could
them, it's
totally
them
see
fucking.
that.
Like, we're gonna see how the cast reacts, and it's just them like fucking in the tree.
Like,
Yeah, right. But like also, like the
forget
fans.
Toegate.
Yeah, right. Seriously. But like the fans who are going back and be like, I swear Amanda and Wes like kissed in the bathroom,
Mhm.
like you can hear it and all this. I'm like, you think if they did that, there isn't some kind of clip of someone of them like doing something? Like there has to be.
Seriously.
I'm very nervous though, maybe not nervous, but like I don't want it to end up being like we have no plain footage of Meredith. We don't have like the Kathy Hilton freaking out in Aspen stuff. Like
Mhm.
I want to see the full breakdown of like how this developed. And I'm hoping that's what that new like the cutting and the editing is doing now to be like, here's what we actually caught that is like alluding to it.
To give like, and also, yeah, it's like, hopefully that's what they're trying to avoid, right? Exactly like what you said. And like the Tom and Raquel of it all of like, we'll never really know what the timeline was,
Yeah.
you know, or like what really happens. But like with this, it's like if the episodes can provide, you know, like footage that like cannot be denied, then like they don't, whatever PR plan timeline that they've had weeks to get on the same page about, they can instantly like be like, actually,
That would
let's
be
go to the
insane.
tape. It's very Maury though. Like,
Yeah.
I would love that though, to watch them scramble on
yes, oh my God.
on camera.
So good.
Yeah. Like the part with Wes sitting on her and then like Sierra saying,
Sierra.
you know, Wes really likes you if he sits on you. Like they're trying to really highlight those things. So we'll see.
Good for that editing. They must be like, I hope they're getting paid overtime.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
They
sure
deserve
like
it.
round the clock, those assistants, like, you know, smoking in the
Seriously.
editing bay,
Yeah.
razoring they use computers now, but that's just how I imagine it. It's like, you know, like a newsroom, they've all got their glasses and they're smoking and they're watching the reels. They're like, oh, holding hands, clip it.
Yeah.
You know, get it in
Oh my
there.
God. That's how I want to think about it moving forward. Like, I don't want to think of them doing any kind of digital stuff. I want it to be full on, all hands on deck.
Manual, yeah.
Like, just
Even
having
smart.
some runner go out for like coffee and cigarettes, like all day long, just constant commotion.
Yes.
Running
Like Joan
spools of
Cusack with
film
the new
everywhere.
tape, like running through
Yes.
the room, like, okay, bring it to Bravo. It's about to air
Yes.
Tuesday night.
Oh my God. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been so fun.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me. I had such a blast. And we can't wait to have you guys on.
I know, we can't wait either.
Yay.
I know, it's
So
going to be so
excited.
fun. Please tell our listeners where they can find you, listen to you, all the things.
Yes, so I'm from Bravo Breakdowns podcast. We are kind of like this podcast, but we do recaps and we are mentally unwell.
Her too.
But in a
If
fun
we
way.
came off mentally well, then that good facade.
Okay, we're not as good at
That's so not
masking.
the case.
And so you can follow us at Bravo_breakdowns on Instagram and TikTok. We just got our YouTube back up after a brief hiatus. If you want to watch the podcast on video, it's youtube.com/Bravo Breakdowns. No hyphen in that one. And then you can follow us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get podcasts, Bravo Breakdowns podcast. And on Threads, Bravo_breakdowns.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah,
Nice.
and your threads are incredible.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
honestly, it's so fun. But yeah, thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all the things. Kaisa always calls me out because I forget 20 things. But yeah, another great one. And cannot wait to go on Bravo Breakdowns. It's gonna be such a blast.
Yay.
And don't forget, follow and listen and do all the things. Thank you again,
All the
Lauren.
things.
Yes,
All the
thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.